I walk in peace. With each step a gentle wind blows. With each step a flower blooms. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path I walk in peace. With each step a gentle wind blows. With each step a flower blooms. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path I walk in peace. With each step a gentle wind blows. With each step a flower blooms. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path I walk in peace. With each step a gentle wind blows. With each step a flower blooms. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path I walk in peace. With each step a gentle wind blows. With each step a flower blooms.
So welcome to you all.
Welcome.
It's lovely to have you with us. And we're dedicating our session today to honor the memory of the great Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh, who left his body last Friday. So there's going to be lots of spaciousness, lots of opportunities to be with the sound of the bells and with the breath and with the gentle smile. Put that down. So we'll begin with 3 bells. Breathing in, I'm aware of my in-breath. Breathing out, I'm aware of my out-breath. Breathing in, I become aware of my whole body. Breathing out, I smile to the miracle of being alive in this moment. And these words are from a session produced by Plum Village to enable people to honour Thich Nhat Hanh. So we say, breathing in, I invite Thich to sit with my back. Feeling this great teacher at our backs. Breathing out, I invite Thich to breathe with my lungs. Breathing in, I'm aware of my sadness. Breathing out, I smile to my sadness with compassion. Breathing in, I'm aware of my gratitude for Thech's teaching. Breathing out, I smile to my joy. Breathing in, I'm aware of our Sangha breathing together around the world. Just connecting with all the many people around the world who've been touched by these teachings and brought to awareness of the breath and the smile. Breathing out, I take refuge in the Sangha, breathing together around the world.
So we're going to share a song and a dance inspired by those words. Breathing in, I calm my body.
Breathing in, I calm my body.
Breathing out, I smile.
Breathing out, I smile.
Being in the present moment.
being in the present moment.
I know that this is a wonderful moment.
I know that this is a wonderful moment.
And then we sing a few Oms together. I'll just sing it through. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Being in the present moment, I know that this is a wonderful moment. Let's just sing that through. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Being in the present moment, I know that this is a wonderful moment. We sing Om. Let's just sing those on together. So there are some movements with this. They're not the original movements, I've modified it for Zoom. So just remembering to just move with our feet while we're doing this to begin with, as well as our arms. So breathing in, raising our arms. Breathing in, I calm my body, and then lowering them. Breathing out, I smile, maybe even smiling. And then hands on heart. Being in the present moment, I know that this is. So on is, we're taking our hands, expanding them out from the heart. This is a wonderful moment. So turning on wonderful moment. So this is a wonderful moment. And then on the Oms, the first two, we're going to go in and out, raising our hands. On, 4 steps in, on, 4 steps out, again. On, this time we stay in. On, and then stepping out gently, lowering our arms. Okay. Should we do it again?
You might have to call it out now
Right.
again. Just start.
All right,
Just call it out.
okay. So just feeling that movement in the body when we're moving our arms as well. Breathing in, I calm my body. So raising arms up as if breathing in. Lowering. Breathing out, I smile. Hands on heart. Being in the present moment, I know that this is a wonder. So I was just going to say a little bit about the life of Thich Nhat Hanh. For those of you who don't know very much about him, I must confess that I've learned something from reading this. So he was born in Vietnam and was ordained when he was 16 as a monk, a Buddhist monk. And when war came to Vietnam, he chose to both adhere to the contemplative life and meditate, and also to help those around who were suffering from the turmoil of war. And this is the way he lived his life, dedicated to the work of inner transformation for the benefit of individuals and society. He travelled to the United States in the 1960s to study, and then went back to Vietnam, where he founded an organisation based on the Buddhist principles of non-violence and compassionate action. And then when the hostilities and the war was going on in Vietnam, he travelled to the US and Europe, making the case for peace and a call to the end of the hostilities. And during that trip he met Martin Luther King, who nominated him for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1967. And as a result of that, he was then denied the right to return to both North and South Vietnam and was exiled for 39 years. But he continued to travel widely, spreading the message of peace and lobbying Western leaders to end the war. Later he founded what became Plum Village in France, which is now the West's largest and most active Buddhist monastery, and teaches thousands and thousands of people every year in Buddhist principles and the art of mindful living. He's opened monasteries around the world. He's led events for politicians in the US, UK, Ireland and India, just to mention a few, and done many more things that I don't have time to mention. And then in 2014, at the age of 88, he had a severe stroke that left him unable to speak. But he continued to offer the Dharma and inspiration through his peaceful, serene and valiant presence. And then in 2018 he went back to Vietnam, finally, to the temple where he was ordained, to live out his remaining days, continuing to lead walking meditations around the ponds and ancestral stupas. So what a life, what an inspiration.
Actually, there was just a little quotation I'd love you to read that was on there.
Oh yeah. So these are his words. Meditation is not to escape from society, but to come back to ourselves and see what is going on. Once there is seeing, there must be acting. With mindfulness, we know what to do and what not to do to help.
So I'd like to lead another dance, very simple, really a walking practice, using some of his words have been adapted and made to, with a tune by one of our dance community, Leila B. And the words are, may I take peaceful steps upon the earth.
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 I bow to you, a flower.
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 And here's the teaching that these words come from. He says, when walking from the dining hall to the meditation hall, walk with mindfulness. With each mindful step, you wish to be a peaceful influence on the earth, to have compassionate thoughts towards all beings. As you step, a flower blooms in each place your foot has touched. When you meet people along the way, what do you have to offer them? Your smile is like offering them a flower. Your presence is like a flower. And also, you see before you a person who is like a beautiful flower. Your present moment awareness is like a fragrance. You always have something to give. You are never without a gift. Such a beautiful teaching for moments when we sometimes feel like maybe we don't have much to offer. Just the fact of our mindful presence, the fact of recognizing the people we meet in their beauty, and the fact of placing our feet peacefully upon the earth. These are all gifts. D minor. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower. So you can join us in walking about your space, and when it comes to those words, I bow to you, a flower, just see where you find yourself. And maybe somebody comes to you in your imagination. Maybe there's a photograph or a picture, or maybe there's a plant or a pet that you're going to bow to, honor this beauty of this moment, and then walking on again with these peaceful steps, each one a flower blooming. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower.
take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. May I take peaceful steps upon the earth. I bow to you, a flower. I bow to you, a flower.
So we wanted to give you the chance to hear Te himself chanting. So this is an incense offering, some bells, and this beautiful chanting.
Nguyện thứ hương hoa vân biến mãn thập phương giới, cúng dường nhất thiết Phật tôn pháp chư Bồ Tát, vô biên thanh văn chúng cập nhật thể thiên thiện, dị cõi quang minh đại quá ư vô biên giới, vô biên Phật độ trung thọ dụng tác Phật sự, phổ ứng chư chúng sanh giải phát Bồ đề tâm, dung nhan thầm kỳ diệu quang minh chiếu thập phương, ngã tích tằng cúng dường kim phục hoàn thân cảnh, Thánh Chúa Thiên Trung Vương Ca Lăng Tầng và Thánh Đại Bẩn chư chúng sanh cố ngã kim kính lễ. Nam mô Hương cúng dường Bồ Tát Ma Ha Tát.
So again, that was from the Plum Village website. It's got beautiful resources if you haven't already looked at it. It's a lot to find there. Readings and recordings and films. So I wanted to share a practice called the 3 earth touchings. So if you can, reach down and touch the earth each time I sound the bell. If you choose, you can go on all fours and rest your forehead on the ground. Or you can simply have in your awareness this bearing witness, touching the earth as the Buddha did. Touching the earth, I connect with ancestors and descendants of both my spiritual and my blood families. Touching the earth, I connect with all people and all species that are alive at this moment in this world with me. Touching the earth, I let go of my idea that I am this body and my lifespan is limited. So we're going to read together a poem by Thich Nhat Hanh, Contemplation on No Coming and No Going. This body is not me. I am not limited by this body. I am life without boundaries. I have never been born, and I have never died.
Look at the ocean and the sky filled with stars. Manifestations from my wondrous true mind. Since before time, I have been free.
Birth and death are only doors through which we pass. Sacred thresholds on our journey. Birth and death are a game of hide and seek.
So laugh with me. Hold my hand. Let us say goodbye. Say goodbye to meet again soon.
We meet today. We will meet again tomorrow. We will meet at the source every moment. We meet each other in all forms of life.
Now here is something that Thich Nhat Hanh wrote about his own death. It's entitled, I Am Not in Here. I have a disciple in Vietnam who wants to build a stupa for my ashes when I die. He and others want to include a plaque with the words, "Here lies my beloved teacher." I told them not to waste the temple land. "Do not put me in a small pot and put me in there," I said. "I don't want to continue like that. It would be better to scatter the ashes outside to help the trees grow." I suggested that if they still insist on building a stupa, they have a plaque say, "I am not in here." But in case people don't get it, they could add a second plaque, "I am not out there either." If people still don't understand, then you can write on the third and last plaque, "I may be found in your way of breathing and walking." This body of mine will disintegrate, but my actions will continue me. In my daily life, I always practice to see my continuation all around me. We don't need to wait until the total dissolution of this body to continue. We continue in every moment. If you think that I am only this body, then you have not truly seen me. When you look at my friends, you see my continuation. When you see someone walking with mindfulness and compassion, you know he is my continuation. I don't see why we have to say, I will die, because I can already see myself in you, in other people, in future generations. Even when the cloud is not there, it continues as snow or rain. It is impossible for a cloud to die. It can become rain or ice, but it cannot become nothing. The cloud does not need a soul in order to continue. There is no beginning and no end. I will never die. There will be a dissolution of this body, but that does not mean my death. I will continue, always.
We are aware that all generations of our ancestors, including our spiritual ancestors, and all future generations are present in us. We are aware of the expectations that our ancestors, including our spiritual ancestors, our children, and their children have of us. We are aware that our joy, peace, freedom, and harmony are the joy, peace, freedom, and harmony of our ancestors, including our spiritual ancestors, and of our children and their children. We are aware that understanding is the very foundation of love. We are aware that blaming and arguing can never help us and only create a wider gap between us. That only understanding, trust, and love can help us change and grow. We'd like to close our session in honour of the joy, peace, freedom and harmony with a joyful dance from our tradition. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
To be the jewel of the lotus flower.
To be the jewel of the lotus flower.
Unfolding.
Unfolding.
In the heart of all.
In the heart of all.
To be the jewel in the lotus flower unfolding.
To be the jewel in the lotus flower unfolding.
Is the highest call.
Is the highest call.
Try again. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. So if you can, if you've got space and energy, I do invite you to get up and move your body, to keep feeling this beautiful gift of a body that we're able to move around in at this moment in time. This body made up of bits of all of the other bodies, all of those all of those minerals and molecules, being recycled, passing through. We get a turn in this moment. How great that is. So we're just going to be taking hands in our virtual circle, and we're turning the prayer wheel together. We're stepping in a clockwise direction, stepping to the left. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And then the hands come to the heart, the jewel in the heart of the lotus, and we're going to step forward and offer it up. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel. I got that wrong, sorry. We step in and then we turn to the left. So, to be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower. This time we turn to the right. In the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And this time, the second time through, if we were in the same room, we'd be opening our arms and taking hands with the alternate people around the circle. So we make this beautiful basket shape. And then as we step in and out, it's like the petals of the lotus flower. So we actually become the lotus. So let's make this beautiful lotus flower together around the world, reaching out. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. High voices! Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding
flower unfolding is the highest call. Everyone, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. Stay with this. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding in the heart of all. To be the jewel of the lotus flower unfolding is the highest call. Om Mani Padme Hum. It's always a powerful and important time around the passing of a great teacher, and the responsibility comes to each one of us to take the pieces of the message that we've received and to live them, to, as Thich Nhat Hanh was saying in some of those readings, to enable the living, the onward journey of that livingness through each one of us, through the breath in our bodies, through the smile, through the peaceful steps. And we honor this great and peaceful teacher with deep gratitude for the time that he spent in this physical form, in this physical body. For all that he was able to show us and to teach us. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile.
satisfied.